Thank you, Abraham. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with you today. I first saw you in Sacramento back in February. And in anticipation of that meeting, I thought about all these questions I wanted to ask you. So I wrote them down and prepared them for you. And within the first 20 minutes of your introduction, you'd answered them all. So in this meeting, I decided I would just wait and see what was triggered. And what was triggered this morning was a discussion around leadership. I'm one of those evil leaders that you spoke about.
Leaders aren't evil. They're just misguided.
Okay, misguided leader that you spoke about. Anyway, in my role, what people pay me to do is run companies. I manage companies. And in that role, I often am in a position where I'm directing, I'm coordinating activities with people. And I wanted to get your input about how to do that in a way that is aligned as much as possible.
Well, it's great fun to get into the nitty-gritty of all of that and utilize your organizational skills. You've gathered a lot of effective processes that help you and help others. We have only one small thing that we would encourage you to remember and to amplify so big within you that it is the basis from which everything else flows. And that is, when you take the time to catch a glimpse of the future business, in other words, let's say that you've walked into a new corporation and you are learning about it now. It's important that you know that this corporation is uniquely what it is, so that you don't superimpose the ideas that you have found from other corporations over this one, because like individuals, corporations are uniquely individual too. So the first thing we would do, and you already do this, but the first thing we would do is we would spend as much time as those at the heart of this corporation will give you. And we're not talking about the managers of it. We're not talking about the corporate higher-ups. We're talking about the founders, the heart of the business. We're talking about the owners. We're talking about the creators of the business. Get as close as you can to the heart of this business, and from your conversation, see if you can catch a glimpse through. Now, sometimes they'll be talking about what they want, but often they'll be talking about what they don't want. In other words, they've got you there for a reason. If everything was going very well, you probably would not be with them. So as you're visiting with them, you're like the universe at large, who, when they know what they don't want, helps you to know what they do want. So you just listen and listen and listen and listen. And in the process, you, along with your inner being and along with their inner beings, ride their rockets of desires so that you, as quickly as you can, get fixated over here with what they want. Now, this is a little counterintuitive to most people who are in your position, because most people who are in your position are wanting to fan the flames of what's gone wrong in order to justify your necessity for being there. And if you right away start amplifying what they are wanting, you might feel that you are turning the tide against your necessity. But it is our promise to you, you cannot be of value to them until you get over there, pointed at least in the direction of what they are wanting. And in a much shorter time than anyone would realize, you could have an hour or two conversation with these people, and you will have a clear picture of what it is that they want. Because it's their life. They're ready to tell you about it through their words, through the dynamics of their words, through the emotions that you feel as they offer their words. You can tell by the emotion, whether you see it in passion or in strong dismay. You'll know within a couple of hours what matters to them. And that's where you must turn your attention. In other words, you are not wanting to get in there and create a company for them that's like some other company that you've seen somewhere else. You're there to answer their vibrational escrow. You're there to stand with their source energy over there where everything that they want relative to this company is. And you're wanting to be like the satellite dish that's beamed the signal in close. You're wanting to stand there now and call them toward it, you see. But you can't do that until you find that. When you hook in vibrationally to what they want, you will look like the magic person to them. Because when you, as the now in human form, vibrational equivalent of everything that they want, are standing there, focused completely upon it, insight's going to come to you. Ideas will come to you. The people that know what to do will come out of the woodwork. The leaders who are on the same page of this will rise to the surface, you see. You'll be able to tell right away who among the people that are working with them are in concert with what they want and who among the people they are working with are in opposition. You'll know right away. The sore thumbs will stick out all over the place and your guidance will be magnificent. And then, with each person with whom you interact, your job is to re-inspire them to the dream of these founders. That's your work. When you do that vibrational work, the action part will fall into place effortlessly. If you don't do that vibrational work, it will be much more of a struggle, and your effect will be much less effective.
Thank you very much.
You heard every bit of that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, indeed.